My chance to change never came. I guess you lost me long ago. Now it's time that you should know that I don't believe you when you say there must be another way. And I don't have time.
Welcome to Media Strikes Back. You're here with Yana and Kaz. How we doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
You excited?
Very excited.
What are we excited about? Only Thando, Shanti, and Echo Drama, because they're going to be on the show tonight, aren't they?
That's awesome. That's crazy. Okay.
Now, we're going to start off with Thando. Let me tell you a little bit about her, because I went to see her, and I was just taken aback. It was one of those, like, moments where you go, wow, like, are you born with such talent? You know, this glorious, angelic type of voice that just, like, you know, sends this, like, energy through you. You know, have you
Absolutely.
listened to someone that just does that?
Absolutely. I mean, you know, you can really sense, like, when you meet an artist and they have that wow factor, you know, and it's just crazy to be in the room with them. And
Oh, she's definitely got the wow factor.
Yep.
Let us show you the wow factor of Thando.
I've never been someone who would let myself fall into that. Having you took away every inch of sanity. I guess it didn't mean that much to me. But you came and you compromised everything. Made me fall with no hope at all. And I knew that you're no good for me. You don't know what you've done to me. You got me going out of my head. Never seen, never heard, never found, or disappeared. You took me on a trip so high, and now I feel I'm coming down. Coming down, going round, never found, or disappeared.
Okay, so it's Thunder, not thunder, is that right? Not like lightning and thunder. It's just Thunder. Thando, which is still a pretty funky name. And where does that come from?
Comes from Zimbabwe. That's where I'm from. Yeah.
Lovely. And are you a Melbourne girl?
Yes. I grew up in Canberra. Lived there for about 10 years, and then when I was 17, moved to Melbourne so I could try and.
Well, clearly, because you are such a musical character at present. So how did that happen? Like, from what age?
I'll be honest. Singing is the only thing that I've ever really wanted to do. From
Ever since you could speak?
like a dog.
Even before you knew words, you were just going, ba 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 ba.
Oh, it's because a lot of the people I grew up with just had music blaring all over the house, like before I started going to school, and all we would do was just sing and dance for hours upon hours, and it just felt good.
And what's your family like? Are they pretty musical or? Tell us about them.
My parents are really, really driven people, and I've got two older sisters. They both went to uni, and one's an accountant, and the other's working in pharmacy.
And what happened to you?
Well, it's me and my little sister, really. I always just wanted something different, and I started singing, and even when I was at school, all the subjects I ever did were based around music or the arts, and my little sister is doing the same because I've run away from home and done music.
Set the example now. Now she's following suit. So your band at the moment, it's a 5-piece band? Yep. And how did you guys come about? How did you gang up?
I went to JMC Academy when I first moved to Melbourne, and in my first year I met a lot of fantastic musicians. I left halfway through my second year, and I recruited some people that I went to uni with, and we formed the band and met some other amazing musicians along the way who've joined the party. So yeah, it's really great.
And when it comes to the songwriting, do you do it yourself? Do you get some help?
A lot of the songs start with me, but then the guitarist in the band helps me sort of finish them, so we do write a lot of the songs together. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And what kind of stuff do you write about?
A lot of stuff.
About love? Is it about?
It's about a lot of things. Love and life, sort of overcoming things, heartbreaks, just a whole bunch of teenage crying music, but I try to make it relatable and just for people to enjoy it. It's really what the aim is.
That's the best way, you know. I love being in the car and just listening to songs and really tuning in because I'm like, wow, this is exactly how I'm feeling. This reminds me of an ex, and I was so angry. And like, you know, you can just, I really like songs you can relate to, so that's really cool. And growing up, what were you listening to?
A lot of Destiny's Child.
Yeah?
Like, crazy about Beyonce. Anyone that knows me will know that she's just the one person that is
Pretty phenomenal.
so inspiring. But more recently, past couple of years, I started getting into Jill Scott. And she's really been an influence in a lot of the music that I write nowadays. So it's a lot more R&B and less kind of pop compared to the stuff I was listening to when I was younger.
That's brilliant. What's been your highlight, I guess? Because now you're how old? 20? 20, and already like you've done so much. Like you can't say that there's that many 20-year-olds out there that, you know, have accomplished this much and, you know, in such a short time especially.
Yeah, I think definitely for me the highlight was doing the single launch because we had that at the Evelyn, and the Evelyn is my all-time favourite venue to play at because I play it. Yeah, it's a great place. Play a lot of gigs at the Evelyn in my other band, Echo Drama, so it was just perfect for me to go do the single launch for my debut single there, and that's probably the highlight. A lot of friends and family came out to that one, so it was really good.
You took me on a trip so high, and now I feel
That was Thando, and what a beautiful, beautiful girl, and just her story. Thando, your parents, if they're watching this, they should be so proud. You are so young and vibrant, achieved so much. When did you start all this, Kaz? When did you have your breakthrough?
Well, it started about 6 years ago, actually, and I just, you know, started with a few guys, and we just went from there.
And are your parents proud? Are they like
Yeah, they're very supportive.
boasting about you
yeah,
to their friends?
everybody's very supportive, so I'm really thankful of that. And yeah, it's been a good trip so far, and you know, we're really ready to show our stuff now.
Well, we want to see all the stuff that you're about. So stay tuned. We're going to go to a quick ad break, and we've got some more food, don't we?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So stay tuned.
Now, we've got some deliciousness for you. We've got Shanti. You heard of that place in Frankston?
I have.
You have? Have you been there?
A little bit. No, I haven't had the privilege to go there, though.
But we will. Maybe after this. We'll grab
Maybe.
a bite.
Yeah.
Now, it's a vegetarian cafe and it's a gallery as well.
Okay.
So there's some entertainment involved there as well. They've got vegan, gluten-free options, all this excitement going on.
Delicious.
Are you vegan, vegetarian?
Look, I'm up to try it, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't mind it at all.
Are you into fine dining or?
A little bit, you know. I like to actually go out and dine. Like, there's some really nice places that I do go to, and yeah, you know, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Yeah.
And Kaz, what's your background, if you don't mind me asking?
Background
In culture?
Well, where I was born, I was born in Sri Lanka, and I came here. And
What's Sri Lankan food like?
well, some of the food is pretty hot. Like you have
Spicy?
to, yeah. You know, you gotta be pretty. You gotta have, yeah. Well,
Is it true if you have like a glass of milk, like it kind of lines your stomach and you can handle the spiciness?
It can, but still hits you. I mean, yeah, it's, you know,
It's got a bit of a kick.
it's got a bit of a kick to it, yeah. And it takes a while to get used to it.
Well, I'm of a Russian background, and we've got like no spicy food whatsoever. So what you find like slightly, you know, mild, I'm probably on fire. But you know, lots of options at Shanti. Let's go check them out.
Let's
See
do
what
it.
they've got.
Shanti.
Om Shanti. And why the name?
Well, they're two Hindu names, Sanskrit words. The first one means peace, a prayer, sorry, and the second one means peace. So two together is a prayer for peace. And I figured the world could do with all the prayers for peace it can get.
What's actually in this place?
We're a vegetarian and vegan cafe, gallery, fair trade, ethical products, yeah.
And what did your friends used to tell you? Like, did they think you were crazy because you...
A lot of them said, oh, it won't work, there's not enough vegetarians around. But here we are, 6 years later, still here.
I know, and you're open 6 days a week. And I heard that you guys just have so many customers that come in. Do you have a lot of regulars?
We do have a lot of regulars, and not everyone that walks through the door is a vegetarian or a vegan either. We have a lot of customers who just come to chill. I mean, I'm not a militant vegan. I'm not about, pointing the finger at people. Everybody has a free choice to eat what they like. My passion, though, is to educate people about where their food comes from. People are always going to eat meat. We're not going to stop that. But what I like to do, and what my mission is, to actually educate people around where their food comes from. And Animals Australia has a brilliant campaign on at the moment, showing factory farming, and I think a lot of people are just not aware. So my mission is to make people aware, not to try and convert them, and if they do, fantastic.
I think you're right, because there's a lot of, people go to a lot of places and they just kind of order whatever and they don't really know. And I think it's really important that people need to be sort of informed of, what they're eating, what it is, because a lot of people don't know, and that's why there's so many industries, sort of like there's so many fitness industries, but whereas maybe if you just eat right, maybe you don't have to have all that pressure. Do you agree?
I do agree, and the other reason we exist is there are a lot of people out there with allergies, whether it be a dairy allergy or a gluten allergy. Yep. So we cater for people, particularly for people with allergies as well. So we get people who come here not just because they're vegan, but they might have a intolerance to eggs or milk or cheese or whatever.
And what's your most popular dish that you'd say that you serve up here?
Oh, probably our beetroot and carrot salad. I think if we took that off the menu, we'd have a mutiny. I've been told that by customers. Don't you dare take it off the menu.
And there was one dish that you were telling me before that tastes like meat that you said.
We have a range of pies that we bring in from a vegan bakery in Sydney that doesn't actually advertise the fact that it's vegan, because they think they lose quite a lot of their customers. And we have a shiitake mushroom and protein pie, which tastes like a meat pie, but it's not. And that's designed for people who are either transitioning from being a meat eater to eating a vegan plant-based diet, or people who are meat eaters. And yeah, so it caters for everybody. They're delicious.
All right, Elk, so can you tell us a little bit about the suspended coffee concept?
It's an initiative that we've had going probably for about 2 months now. We didn't start the idea. The idea started in Naples, actually, in Italy. And the idea is it's a goodwill idea. So it's somebody comes in and they pay for a coffee for themselves, and then they ask for what's called a suspended coffee. So they're paying it forward to someone else. The idea originated for homeless people, but we've actually taken it one step further and offer it to all sorts of marginalised people, whether they be single parents or someone doing it tough, basically. So we work in conjunction with Anglicare and Ozchild and Department of Human Services, and we have a little gift card that we hand out, because there is a little bit of embarrassment involved for people who are marginalised. They don't always like to ask for something for free, so the little card takes that away. They just hand the card over. We know what the card's for. And it's been hugely successful. Our customers have just been so willing to participate in it. So because we have so many coffees banked up, that's what we call it, we're going to be working in conjunction with a food van that's about to operate in Frankston, and we'll be making soup for them weekly, so they can hand that out to whoever it is that needs it. Yeah, it's really lovely to be part of something like that.
It is, actually.
Good feeling, yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Actually brought a smile on my face is that people that you do something like that, because there's not much of that in the world, and it's really great that you guys help those people that need it.
So charity work. We're a not-for-profit cafe, so we donate a lot of our profit to, well, all of our profit to people like Animals Australia, a lot of animal shelters, Edgar's Mission. Yeah, that's the major reason we exist, is to do that, is to help people in every way that we can, whether it be through food or like this initiative.
And what's the best response that you think you've gotten from this? Like maybe a special customer or somebody that, you know, kind of touched you in a way?
Well, we have one particular customer who's homeless, and I don't think he's allowed anywhere else in Frankston to go in because he lives on the street and he hasn't had a shower or a bath for a while. And I think he knows when he comes in here, we don't judge him. We make him a coffee and whatever he wants. He's happy, you know, we're happy for him to have a meal here. There's no judgment. That's the most important thing.
That's lovely. Must make you feel very good to help somebody like that in need. And yeah, hopefully they can get on their feet as well, and they probably will with your help.
Who knows?
Thanks so much, Elk, for chatting to us, and good luck with all of it.
Thank you.
What an inspirational person. All the things that she's doing for the community. Isn't that awesome?
I think it's awesome. Yeah.
She's just an incredible human being.
Absolutely.
Should all try and be a little bit more like that. Now, you know, even if you're not a vegetarian, you can still go there and have a really nice meal.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of different varieties. So, I mean, even if you're not a vegan, and you know, I'm sure that you'll love the place.
Yeah, make sure you check it out when in Frankston. Now we're going to cut to a quick ad break. Stay tuned for some more after this. Guys, now you've seen Kaz all episode, and you're probably wondering, who is this guy? Kaz, who are you? What are you? What are you about? We all want to know.
Well, I'm a musician from Melbourne. I originally started in San Diego, in California, and I came here, and I'm in a record label now, Lockdown Records. And you know, we're trying to get our name out there, and I'm one of the artists from Lockdown Records.
Lockdown Records. Where can we find you? Somewhere on the World Wide Web?
Look, you can find us on Facebook, and also www.lockdownrecords.com.
Hip hop. Now, have you heard of another style of music called reggae dub?
A little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I went to see this really cool band that is reggae dub. They're called Echo Drama.
Okay.
And they just had this buzzing energy like that radiated. Right. They were performing on stage, and everybody that, I don't know, there was, when we went to see them, was probably about, I don't know, a couple of hundred people in the crowd. I don't think one person was just like standing stationary. They were just constantly like just energized and moving. And I just think it's wonderful, you know, this just kind of like just radiates into the audience. Wonderful. Let's go see what they were like, and we later go and talk to them as well. So it's Echo Drama, not drum-er. just to make a point of that. Let's go see.
We want to give you guys a chance to groove a little bit. This next song is called Situation.
This is one of our oldest, most classics. Yeah.
Good evening. I am delighted to be talking to Alex and Jeremy from Echo Drama tonight, who have just finished performing here at Bar Open.
We are.
Bar Open. It's an open bar. You know, I was in the crowd and I was watching you guys as well, and like just to feel the energy. And you know, just people really getting into it. That it was just incredible. It was contagious. Like you can't just stand there. You know, you gotta move to the beats. Speaking about beats, like you guys have a lot of beats, a lot of musical instruments going on. Like we're talking 9-piece band.
Yep, that's definitely 9 people. And I tell you what, like, you go from 4-piece to 9-piece, and it's essentially like managing 25 people sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like exponential when you add numbers. But it's worth it for the sound you're after, you know, and that's how the songs are written.
Your band, I've got like seriously a million words that can describe what I think about the band, but being involved in it, like if you sum up your brand being your brand. Well, I guess your brand, your band as a brand, as a personality. Pick 3 words. Like, what would you say your vibe in the band is like?
I'm gonna go sing this with this one. He's the word man.
All right, well, purely on a genre basis, we'd have to go reggae, hip hop, and dub.
Now, tell me about the emotions maybe that you go through before you start performing. Like, you know, are you nervous? Well, you know, but it's that kind of excited nervousness. And what do you feel afterwards? Who wants to answer this one? Go on, Alex.
Jeremy's been talking a lot. Basically, for me,
Saving your voice because you know it's important for the band.
in the initial stages, I was actually very nervous because I came from a like really traditional hip hop background, completely different. You didn't have to rely on so many other people. It was just you, the DJ, maybe one other bloke on stage with you. And for me, I found it like extremely nerve-wracking. But as it's gone on, I've learned to love it more than anything. You actually like you form relationship with the people in the band. You trust them. They're all outstanding at what they do. You come together, and I'm so excited. I think about it, you know, days before, and I can't wait to do it. It becomes the best way to perform in that unison.
I love that, and even like, you know, the emotions and your reaction, like, and just hearing you talk about it, I hope you can sense that energy as well. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. Now, touring or gigging, like, how long have we been doing this?
Probably like just like 1.5 years, maybe pushing a bit closer to 2 that we've been doing shows. All local. We've just been doing Melbourne stuff. I mean, we moved out to the peninsula once and did a show at Baha's, which is a wicked venue down in Rye, I think it is. But other than that, we've been, just playing in town. There's so many venues, and it's just a huge city and a huge audience to get in with already.
Well, thank you guys so much. Such a pleasure talking to you. We're gonna stalk you, not in the creepy way, but we're gonna follow and see what's coming up. And guys, really check out this music. It's different, and you'll be hooked. So check them out. That's almost the wrap. How did you enjoy the episode, Kaz?
I thought it was really good. I thought it was very good. So I enjoyed it a lot.
Presenting there for me to strike?
Yes, I am actually. I think I might even take your job.
Oh, well, you know, I'm a caring, sharing person, so it's all good. Spread the love, spread the love. We hope you've enjoyed tonight's episode. You can catch us on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, absolutely everywhere these days on social media. That's the way to go, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's everywhere. So, guys, look out. And, yeah.
Stay tuned for next week and the week after and the week after. Thank you for your company. Have a good night.